Hey guys, it's Species Sims, and we are here finally with our first part of our new Sims 4 LP, which is Where Dreams Reside. And on the channel for a while, you know I have spoken about this one. I've done kind of updates, and for anyone who follows me on Twitter, you have probably seen pictures of the build as I was doing it and pictures of all of our characters, even though you know nothing about them. And this has been a long time coming. I have been planning this for months. I've actually probably been planning this series for a long time. I want to say like a year at least. In the sense of maybe not quite a year. I can't. I don't know. For a long time. It's been a long time. I was planning to do this when we had a university LP. I mean AP. I figured that was kind of common. I figured because that's always what happens. Like that's one of the first ones that comes out, and I always hate it because I really don't care. But this time I was like, "Oh, I want that," and we're never gonna get it. So I kind of decided I was like, "Well, I'll wait and I'll wait," but I really want to do this, and this is the perfect timing. I actually feel like it's fine without university. I kind of wanted the university just because then, like, the students can go to school. We can use young adults. I've decided to actually make most of our Sims teenagers. And now with the Parenthood game pack that has come out, that will be kind of interesting to see what happens with them. But a little background for those of you who are new or who have not watched the update or who haven't seen it in a while because it's been forever. Where Dreams Reside is basically, I got the idea for this, and I want to say this is kind of based off of a book I read, which is Every Heart a Doorway. I highly recommend you check that out. It's actually really good. And it is about a boarding school for teenagers and kids who have traveled to other realms and who have found their way home and who are kind of obsessed with trying to find their way back or who can't necessarily adjust to the real world and whose parents kind of bring them to this school so that the woman running it will, quote unquote, like cure their child of these kind of delusions. Meanwhile, obviously, the woman who runs the school has been to another realm, and she's actually there to kind of not get these kids over these worlds, but to, they're there now with other kids who have been to other places, and she's totally welcoming of that kind of thing. It's kind of hard. I'm not finding the words to explain it, but it's really good. And it's actually, I really enjoyed it. I actually listened to the audiobook when I went for walks. So I had seen people reviewing it. I'm on Goodreads, so I see a lot of people reviewing books. And I was like, I try to like get books that are like free from Kindle Unlimited because, free. But I was like, this one sounds really good. And I kind of love that because I love like Alice in Wonderland and things like that. So to have a book that's got a bunch of different like made up worlds like that was like really cool. So that is what this is kind of based off of. So for those of you who have read the book, there are going to be kind of similar things in here. Like some of the worlds and some of the characters in the book kind of gave me ideas and kind of spun off the characters that I created. But what we're going to do in this is we are going to explore all of the students, all of their lives, who they are, where they were, what the world they went to was like, but we are going to do that in an episodic fashion. So we are not going to find out about the worlds that certain characters went to until we get to playing with that character. So this is going to be, I'm thinking I was going to originally do maybe just like one part. We do obviously the intro part. Maybe we do a second part where we're just getting to know everybody in general and then one for each character. But I think what I'm going to do, I might actually do like one or two for each character just because with them being teenagers, they're going to be going to school and everything like that. So I'm figuring there's probably going to be about, at this point, I'm thinking like 20 episodes. So it's a 20-week thing. Obviously, it's going to take even longer than that. We'll see. It might kind of work its way out sooner than that. But I definitely want to give you in-depth, look at the house and just the general stuff today. That's what we're going to do in this first part. And then I'm not sure if we'll jump right into getting to know any of the students in the next part or if we'll wait till the third part. But obviously you're going to know their names and you can kind of guess, based on how they act and how they're dressed and everything. Because some of them it's like, well, I can kind of get an idea of the world, but there's always a little something. And there's a backstory to all of them as to, their life kind of before they went, how long they were in these worlds before they came home, and all those things like that. So and that's really fun because I had a lot of fun creating the Sims and creating the worlds for them and the theme and like what the feel of the world and everything like that. I really do wish I had had time to do a build. That's what I was originally thinking. Like, I want to do a build or something, or even download a lot and change it for each one of the quote unquote worlds so that we could kind of get some screenshots, say, and just do like a screenshot thing where we could have the sim in particular that we're visiting with that episode talk about the world they're in and use those screenshots as like memories. But that's a lot, and I really wish I could have done that. And I know I've had like months and /months up to do this, but I really actually haven't. Like, I got all their backstories, I created all the Sims and the builds, and this has been ready to go for weeks, but I didn't want to put it in before our Time Lady series wrapped up her first season. So that's kind of where we are. And that, I feel like if we didn't want to start the series for like the next year, I could do that, but that's going to be a lot. I get really ambitious and then I'm like, I'm never going to be able to do that. But so this is where we are. But, I kind of figure it's good too, because I kind of want you to paint the picture of what you think the world is in your head. So obviously, our first introduction that we are going to make is Dinah. Now, Dinah is the one who runs this house. This is actually the Cheshire School. And this school, obviously, is here for students who have a hard time adjusting to the world. Dinah works here and she is obviously she's the face. She runs the school, she owns the school, she created this place. So when parents drive up to drop off their wayward teens, they come up and they are presented with this very proper woman who is very kind looking, but also seemed okay, good. She seems like she will be a good role model for our students. And she, of course, embraces all of these parents and tells them, we will work with your teenager. We will work with your child to get them to where they need to be able to accept the reality that they live in and not this fantasy world. She tells the parents what they want to hear, obviously, because Dinah, for any of those of you who have been on the channel for a while, you have met Dinah. We are skipping over quite a bit of her story when getting to this, but Dinah's mother was Alice Wonder, and Alice spent quite a bit of her time in Wonderland. And for those of you who have been here for a while, you know my series, Alice's Adventures in Windenburg. And Dinah was actually a sim that was born in that game. So she is the daughter of Alice Wonder and the Mad Hatter. And she spent quite all of her life in and out of Wonderland, getting to know these crazy characters that her mother knew. And Wonderland is timeless. So when you move into the real world, that's when you're aging. When you're in Wonderland, you're ageless. You could be there for 10 years and come back the same age. So for Dinah, that's just kind of the life that she's led. And things have happened in her life to why she is running the Cheshire School. And we will kind of get more into that and into Dinah's story a little bit later. We're not going to get too in depth into what's happened to her between when we left her in Alice's Adventures in Windenburg and in. And I wouldn't take that too much as canon. For those of you who have watched this, I did take some little liberties. I was going to make her one of the students, like, oh, when she's a young adult, she'll go off to college and this will be it. And that's kind of where this idea like came from, between the ideas from the book and then having, Alice's Adventures in Windenburg, like my Alice in Wonderland kind of theme LP. And it was like, oh my God, that'd be perfect. And that's why I wanted to do university. But so I kind of adjusted it. So I changed it. So obviously now Dinah is an elderly kind of woman. So my phone will not stop fucking ringing. But anyway, so this is the site that parents are greeted to when they pull up. It's an old manor. It's not exactly, I will actually let this play. And I will actually, this is Dinah's formal wear that she gets dressed up in. This is Dinah's everyday outfit. Dinah is a crazy ass old lady. For anyone who knows Alice, for anyone who remembers that LP, or if you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. You don't need to watch it in order to be able to follow this, but it's fun. I love that one. She is actually outgoing, insane, and romantic. So she's insane, and that is why she wears bunny slippers. Those are her shoes. But, what else? So she puts on this great face for parents that come up. They drive up to this well-kept but not maintained in the gardens. And you know what the parents are thinking? And you know what? That's part of her spiel too. Oh, all of these gardens, this house needs some tender loving care. Your children will be working to make this house better, cleaning the gardens, doing work, learning the real world. Parents drive away and she changes into her bunny slippers and is like, come on, let's go have some fun. Because she's crazy. And she embraces all of the things. So this is our lovely front of our house. But when we come back here, it's a little more fun. So we have our lovely river that runs, the river that runs through it, where we have our kind of overgrown area up in the front and our beautiful, more fairy kind of land back here. Okay, house, you're getting him away. Getting him away, house. Oopsie, sorry. That was too far. But yeah. So, and we have a little meditation spot back here. There's a wishing well. We've got our hot tub. Just a snail. We worship the snail, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the story behind the snail. Nobody's told me. Nobody's keyed me in because whatevs. And then we have even more magical pool area back here with our garden. They can sit. So there's a little bridge over here they can walk. Woo, they can go over here. And there's birdie feeders. And there's like a little bench that they can meditate or play guitar. We have our observatory so they can observe the skies. Checking out for aliens because we totes believe in all that. They got their chess table. And there's an exit to get back here to go to the bluffs, to get out here more, or to kind of, not that they can really run down here from the backyard, but whatever. We've got just our little garden sitting areas. We've got our magic tree, which we haven't planted yet. This is a little garden area. We've got our planting area for anybody who feels like gardening. They can do that. We got a rocket ship. We've got a little campy out area. We've got some of our Sims out here, and our thingamajig. And we have our giant tree. I know I'm going through this kind of like fasty fast. Our house. We come in and we've got our front foyer. We've got front foyer, which, the parents come in here, they see this, oh, quite lovely, quite lovely. There's lots of plants. It's very old-fashioned, yes. And then we have our awesome game room off that front of the house. So, cool. We got games that we can play, card table, all that sort of fun shit. Off this side of the house, we have just a patio, which I haven't put any furniture on. We can add furniture or whatever. These stairs go up to one of our lovely Sims rooms. So one of our lovely characters lives up here. We'll get to know her later. Go back down because we're not done with the downstairs. We have our crazy Wonderland-style dining room when you walk through the front foyer. So we've got plenty of tables and chairs. Somebody's eating. You can see our people walking around. So I won't necessarily tell you about their story, but I will introduce you to them name-wise and personality-wise. We will do that. Afterward, then you can have some fun thinking about what you think their world is like or where they came from. But anyway, so yeah, so this is their dining room. We've got tons of like paintings and crazy things up on the walls here. Our kitchen is a little more modern, but it's really big. We've got our double stove, so we can do extra cooking. There's a door here that this goes into a bathroom. So this is the bathroom, is shared doorway between the kitchen and this. There's a base. Get down there in a second. My game is glitching and it won't let me. Whatever. So this is our music room, so the kids can learn some musical skills and things. We have over here, our kitchen kind of has an opening, like you can look through into here, which is our kind of our TV room. But this is more for movies. So we have movie nights in here. So, and there's a bar, yes, but it's supposed to be like a juice bar. Or, Dinah probably drinks a lot. Who knows? I don't know. Our library is back here with our computers, so everyone can sit here. And then we have a back patio where we have another chess table and a little warmer, and we can just kind of hang out here. Oh, I was like, where the hell are our stairs? I know I put stairs in here. They're in the front. Okay, I got confused for a second. I was like, oh my God, I know I did. We come up and here's our overly cluttered hallway. I kind of love this. This took me goddamn forever. We have this open loft area where we have, this table. We've got some easels that we can paint. We've got some stuff that we can do. This is a main bathroom for this floor. We have one of our other bedrooms. So this is a bedroom for one of our Sims. And their bedrooms are all also kind of decorated to that personally. School's stupid. I should just be able to start working or living life. Can I never go to school again? School teaches important things, especially this one. Cool. She's tense because of the thing. Here's another one of our students' rooms. So we'll get to know, obviously, the student that lives here at some point. We have just some carpets here. There's an area, and this is another patio. We can probably put furniture out there, whatever. And a closet, just a whole closet. So this is another one of our bedrooms. So everyone, their bedroom suits their personality and all that stuff like that. So here's another one. And we'll get to know the bedrooms too maybe we'll take like a kind of more bedroom tour, more in depth if you want when we get to know the Sims. But yeah, so. And of course, that's not everyone's bedroom, obviously. So there's stairs here, and this goes up, and this is Dinah's bedroom. So she has this little bed up in their little like tower. So she, of course, it's all pinks and blues and pastels. So she just kind of has her bed, her little teddy. She's got that's her little stack of books there, and just a tiny desk. She does not have a very big room because she doesn't need that much. She's got the whole house, and her job and everything here is keeping an eye on the kids. This is really just where she goes to sleep. Maybe chill out if she needs a little bit of a break at night when the kids are, asleep and whatnot. But we also have back here, when you come up, okay, there they are. I was like, the stairs didn't get deleted. This room we can end up adding stuff in here. So maybe we can add, because we don't have a gym, maybe we can add a gym up there. I was kind of running out of what I was putting in places. But this is just another TV room with a game console. So if everyone's watching movies and somebody doesn't want to watch, they can come in here and play games. We have one of our other Sims rooms is up here. They're the special Sim, apparently. I was picking rooms. I feel like I'm old enough now that I should be allowed to go anywhere I want and do whatever I want. Can you treat me like an adult, please? You'll always be my baby. I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up, and all my friends seem to have figured out. How do I figure it out? Pick something you like. Okay. I mean, Dinah's got to be the parent for all of them. I'm not going to actually have her necessarily do too much parenting with them. I feel like I want her to kind of just let them be more of their own thing. But anyway, so then there's this bathroom, and then we can go into the basement. And here's our basement. So we have a little spa area for our basement. We can take mud baths. We have a sauna, massage table. We have, so obviously you come down the stairs. This is just hallway areas. So we have a bathroom for our Sims that live down here. We have one bedroom right here for one of our other girls. So if you can't guess who lives here, You'll figure it out. Here's another one of our bedrooms. And then there is our science lab, which, as you notice, is directly tied to this bedroom. And obviously that's because our little resident scientist lives there. We definitely do need an exercise room, so I think that could be a good thing for the top. So I will introduce you to our Sims just quickly. So this is Jack. Jack LeBlanc. We're not going to tell you too much about Jack. I will let you know that he is a vegetarian. He loves the outdoors and he's a collector. He's a little bit shy, I feel like. This is Jack's room actually up here. Jack kind of lives in this plant room. He's a vegetarian. He kind of loves the outdoors and plants, so he kind of keeps his room planty and everything like that. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I got the room right. So this is Jack's room. Jack was actually the first sim that I made, so kind of love that. Yeah, and he's got his cute little green hair and whatnot. Then we have Maggie Flynn. She is, I believe Maggie Flynn's room is that you can't see her. I love those. I love those, Mag. You know what, Mags? We'll come back to you because you're in there and, you know. This is Elkie. Elkie Bowden, yeah. I'm like, it's Bowden, not Bowen, right? Yeah, Elkie Bowden. So Elkie is gloomy and a loner. And that's true. She has the painter extraordinaire trait. Jack is, I think he's a collector, an outdoor enthusiast. Yeah, he's an outdoor enthusiast. So he's the one that's going to be leading the campfire sing-alongs probably out here, you know. And everyone else is like, oh, I don't want to be outside bugs. The one thing I will tell you about Elkie is that she is near blind. So that is, even though she's getting around really well, just don't let that fool you. That is kind of why she wears the dark sunglasses and everything. So I know we can't actually do things like that in the game necessarily, but she has very badly, she is visually impaired. And even though she is near blind, the bright lights do bother her, which is why her room is so dark. This is her room actually right here, the dark one. And you can obviously tell she's all her black and everything. I love her. I adore her. She is now talking to Lane Ziegler. So there you go. Lane is an insider and a dance machine, and he has the party animal trait. His room is actually this one right here. With all the bright, crazy, fun colors and the balloons and the stuff like that. So this is Lane's room. I'm pretty sure this is Lane's room, right? Yeah, I don't want to lock the door. I want them to be able to, yeah, that is his bed. Okay, I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that everybody's got their beds claimed and that I have them properly. Yeah. Let's see if we can get to Maggie. Maggie, are you... Okay, so I really kind of hope you... Can you... Outfits... Can you change your outfit to your everyday? And then we'll let you pee. I just want people to be able to see you. So this is Maggie Flynn. We'll have her go to the bathroom while we are checking her out. She is a genius. She is a kleptomaniac. And she is a leader of the pack. So, yes. And her room is the one that is in the tree house. I believe. Yes. So let's actually... I want to just make sure. I'm pretty sure that's her room. It's been a while since I've done this, so, you know. So, she's a kleptomaniac, and that's why she's got all sorts of random shit in her room. So she's got, like, planters, and she's got trophies, and she's got pumpkins, and she's got stuff, because what the hell? Like, it's just all stuff that she's stolen, basically. So, you know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Dinah will have to do something about that. We have Edmund Quinn, who is in his athletic wear, of course, but whatever, we'll get to know him more. He is a tech genius, he's materialistic, and he has a fabulously wealthy aspiration. We have Beatrice Sparks. Oh, and obviously, if you couldn't tell, Edmund's room is this lovely one up here. Beatrice is obviously the one who lives in our llama bedroom, because she's llama girl. I should have changed her name to Llama Girl, but this is Beatrice Sparks. She's a geek, she is self-assured, and she has the best-selling author aspiration. And yes, she is in a Llama Girl costume, and we will find out more about that when we get to Beatrice. We have Sloane Pineda. So Sloane is our resident mad scientist. So she is the one that lives in the room that is downstairs in the basement next to Beatrice and has access to all of the science-y equipment. She's a genius, she's curious, which obviously, yes, is a custom trait, and she has the nerd brain aspiration. She kind of wants to know everything there is to know about everything. And of course, she's got her crazy fun, like, goggles on. She's in her swimwear, so she's a little bit, as you can tell, a little bit more of a tomboy, a little more kind of masculine wear. And that walk. Ezra Burgess is sleeping, so we can't see him. He's clumsy, he's a vegetarian, and he's a freelance botanist, and he has this lovely green naturey room. So yeah, we'll get to know Ezra a little bit more and to get to see him a little bit better when he's awake. And then we have Nadia Ayako St. John. She has a lovely little nickname. And she's, of course, sleeping too. But you can see she has got lovely pastel hair. She's got cute little cat ears. You can kind of get a feel for her just from those things. She is childish. She's a perfectionist. And she has the friend of the world aspiration. And I love that everyone is going to bed. But obviously you can see her room. So everyone is in their right rooms, correct? She is in her room. I just want to make sure that everyone is sleeping. Oh, so you can see Beatrice over here. Kind of what she looks like out of her. I love her. She's fucking adorable. I love all of these guys. I love them all. Like, look at him. I love that mustache. But yes, so of course, Edmund. And I love the fact that he has got the heterochromia and, he's got some facial scars. And again, we'll get into why that is the way it is and everything like that when we get to know them and their stories. Okay, so Lane is in his own bed. Elkie's in her room. Maggie's out in hers. Jack is in his. And Dinah's in hers. Okay, so what I'm thinking that we will do probably in the next episode, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. As I was thinking, we could learn a little bit more about Dinah and why she started the school. Just to kind of keep the kids a mystery. But if you guys want, what we can do is you guys can leave comments below and tell me which one of these guys you want to get to know first. I don't have a set order that I was going to go in. I kind of just wrote their stories based on the list that I kept as I was creating them. So there's no set, this person has to... Oh, people are just leaving trash everywhere, huh? Good for you, Edmund. Oh, I love you. You're so sweet. But yeah, if there's any of these guys that you are particularly interested in getting to know first, we can do that. Otherwise, the next episode, we can kind of just, again, see what they're doing. Let them walk around, kind of poke in. What's this person doing? How are they getting along with each other? And maybe kind of give a little bit more insight into Dinah. Dinah doesn't need a whole episode, I'll be honest with you. She's just got a little bit of a backstory. As to why she started the Cheshire School. It's kind of, we already kind of gotten to most of her. She's just got a tiny little tidbit that we haven't shared. And that could be something that we learn about her later, But yeah, if there's a particular one of these kids that you want to get to know first, let me know and we can kind of hang out with them, give you their backstory, tell you about the world that they came from. If not, I will just randomly pull a name out of the hat and we'll go with that. So yeah, everybody is sleeping right now. We're about 30 minutes in. So we kind of got a nice tour, of the house and the gardens. This took forever, as you can tell. I obviously built the house, kind of did the common areas, and I didn't do the rooms until I created the sim because it was really more like, well, if I'm creating the sim and then they are not exactly coming out. Oh, okay, so you can see Ezra now. Look at him. Look how beautiful he is. He has got the most amazing eyelashes. This boy is beautiful. Look at him. Look at his pretty fucking face. He's like so pretty. Pause. Look. And look at those eyes. He's like a deer. He looks like a little baby deer. He's not. That's not like anything. But he just looks like a little baby deer with his big glassy eyes. Oh my God. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, so let me know what you think. If there's anybody you're interested in seeing about first, I will take it as being, um, and then we'll get more into, so we'll get to know them, the world they came from. I'll show you all their clothes and all that kind of stuff like that. We'll do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I think, yeah, like I said, let me know, and I will tally the votes. If there's not really a lot, because I know sometimes people watch these behind, we may wait and do it, say, on the third episode when we start to get to know them. I kind of have it, like I said, I have their backstories. I know what I wanted to kind of do with I'm not going to tell you about every single one of them. We're going to do that in pieces, but there's no other really purpose for this aside from kind of learning about these guys and where they came from and what motivates them and like what they're trying to accomplish, like obviously the whole purpose, what they're trying to accomplish is getting back to the worlds that they came from. And so the whole point of this LP is just kind of playing with them. And now with the parenthood thing, that's kind of cool. Dinah can kind of try to teach character values to them as best she can. I believe I have this on long lifespan. Yeah, I have it on long lifespan because I don't want them aging up. It's not really about them trying to age up or anything like that. It's more just interacting with them and kind of having fun for like 15 to 20 episodes. I don't know, 12. I don't know. We'll see what happens, how fast we get through the characters and when it just kind of feels like it. So I have no set like it's only X amount, but it is obviously a shorter series. I'm thinking it will probably run, if I did every other episode as getting to know someone, it would probably run at least through the end of the year. I mean, he like loves that candy dish. Like, you could get real food, dear Ezra. I mean, hi, look, somebody made food. Maybe you should learn to cook. He's getting candy and she got ice cream. Oh, look. This is our lovely little Beatrice without her freaking costume on. Isn't she fucking adorable? Isn't she just goddamn adorable? They're all adorable. I just love all of these Sims. They're like all the bestest ever. And I feel like they fit kind of who they're supposed to be and their personalities and everything. Like, she has got like sort of masculine features, but not quite. And then, but she's got like a strength in her face, but it's still like this gorgeous strength. I don't know. I'm in love with all these guys. Kelky, look at her. I love her onesie. Lane obviously can't sleep with his makeup on, so you can see his pretty face without his makeup. So, like, I love this. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking maybe the next episode we will actually just kind of poke around, watch them interact, whatnot, because they'll be going to school and stuff like that. They're probably going to go to school, so maybe I'll come back in the next part after they've come back from school or whatnot. And then we can see. So we have 2 episodes for you guys to leave opinions on who you want to see. So obviously this is posting on Friday the 16th. The next episode will be Friday the 30th. Holy hell. Oh my God. Obviously it's only like the 10th, but it's still like, holy crap. But, yeah, so wait. I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up, and all my friends seem to have it figured out. How do I figure it out? Pick something you like. No worries, you've got time. I feel like she would tell him, pick something you like. Not you've got time. It's more like be true to yourself, so. So they're all about to get ready for school and stuff like that. So, oh, actually, is she awake? Let's take a look at Nadia, because you didn't get to see her. Could you pause? Everyone's just going to get candy. I really feel... Okay, Dinah needs to go, like, cook. Like, she looks so sad. Aw. She's adorable. She's so freaking cute. Anyway, so I am going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.